And we're live in our final semifinal here tonight at the 2015 Suncoast Open, where we have our referee Jaime Martel getting Alex Cardona and Andre Parrilla ready for their semifinal match. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and joining me here on the mic is WRT Pro and future finalist here at the 2015 Suncoast Open, David Bobby Horn. Welcome, Bobby.
Thanks for having me. Glad I can come on. I'm glad I have enough energy to be on here right now.
Yeah, me too. I know the crowd at home loves hearing from Bobby Horn. And congratulations on making it to the final. Now, I think you have an ulterior motive here. You're also going to be able to scout your future opponent, who you'll be playing tomorrow at 12. So thanks for helping out, and you get a benefit too.
Yeah, exactly. I get to watch how these guys are playing this weekend. Not that it actually matters. We all play similar game styles all the time, but this should be a great match. It always is. These two match up really well, and I expect to see a tiebreaker most likely here.
Point.
And the first point for Andre Parrilla.
1, serving 0.
Yeah, we saw our previous semifinal between Jake Brennenbeck and Bobby Horn go to tiebreakers, so can't imagine this one would be any different. We do have some super competitive matches happening here this weekend at the Suncoast Open.
Side out. 0, serving 1. Second serve.
And a short serve called. Martel calling it short. We're going to go second serve on that one. Cardona thought it was good.
Second serve.
You've seen some controversial calls or reactions so far tonight, so why would our semifinal be any different?
Yeah, you know, it's a funny situation here because the courts are a little different. Those front walls, there's cement. They have some weird things in between. The ground on the floor that connects to these side walls, and the front wall has no filling, so it kind of has weird bounces and stuff. So it's kind of hard to tell. It's very difficult for the referees.
Side out.
Unfortunate error there for Parrilla. And a side out for Cardona.
0, serving 1.
Short serve.
Second serve. Replay.
Replay called. Cardona.
0,
wanting
serving
avoidable.
1.
Yeah, those have been some tricky calls tonight. Formerly Jose Daniel Ugalde, or Topo, was on the mic with me, and we were discussing the different parameters around calling an avoidable versus a hinder. Wow.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, refereeing these matches is ridiculously hard. I mean, these guys do a good job.
Serving 0.
Most of the time we have good players reffing matches, and that's better than we can ask for. I mean, it's what it is.
Yeah, it's a tough position, and you know, I have to say one thing that I do appreciate about the WRT is a lot of the guys keep it pretty honest out there and pretty fair, and although they can get a little worked up over calls.
No.
Nice effort there from
Side up.
Parrilla. Starting out very competitive
0,
here, and
serving 1.
still 0-1. These guys working point for point here, side out for side out. We could be in for another long match.
Side out. 1, serving 0.
Parrilla switching up his serve there.
It's tough.
Yeah, nice shot there from Parrilla
Two,
back in the
serving
court.
0.
Gives him 2-0 and gets the score moving here a little bit in game 1.
Side out. 0, serving 2.
So Cardona, one of our more powerful players here on the WRT, versus Parrilla, one of our more strategic and mentally strong players, up-and-coming player.
Replay.
Parrilla saw his first final appearance at the Columbia
0
Open
serving
back
2.
in May, and I'm sure he's hoping to make another appearance here tonight. If he can beat Cardona, then that'll push him through the finals tomorrow. Alex Cardona coming off a win last weekend at the Grace Warrior Atlanta Open, his 5th WRT title. Whoa. 2 swings there for Cardona, gets it on the second.
Side out.
Yeah, great get by Cardona. Andres
2,
found
serving
himself
0.
in the top 4 consistently right now, every tournament. Worked his way, made a lot of semifinals recently, playing great ball, really earning his place on tour now. He's playing great these days.
Side out.
Yep, and Parrilla also the current 18 and under junior
0, serving
Mexican
2.
national champion. Coming from quite the string of racquetball players, a racquetball family back in San Luis Potosí. His father, Fabian Parrilla, put on the San Luis Open that Bobby Horn actually won his first WRT title at. Congratulations again, Bobby. And Parrilla's
Second
sister,
serve.
Jessica, plays on the LPRT. They also run a juniors program out at San Luis, so racquetball is definitely a priority here for the Parrilla family.
Side out.
I did have the opportunity to talk
serving
to Parilla's father and coach, Fabian Parrilla, who said that this year, Andre said he really wanted to focus on his professional career, but he also is an active student, and so he made the choice to take his college courses online so that he could continue to travel around the world playing with the sport he loves while also
Point.
continuing to get his education. So I applaud that as well.
3, serving 0.
Yeah, and it's really tough to do.
Are you a student as well, Bobby?
I'm doing a similar thing right now, and I know a lot of my friends at home are going to school and playing, and it's difficult. It's hard to divvy up the time for everything. You have to really, really be very organized with your time to actually be successful at racquetball and school at the same time.
Side out.
Wow,
Very nice
swing.
shot.
Yeah, deep in the court for Cardona, 2
0,
walls.
serving 3.
We've seen some big rallies here already, but you know the score is still 0 serving 3.
Yeah, and Andre has a good way of keeping people kind of in control, and he likes to neutralize their biggest weapon. In this case, it's power from Cardona.
Second serve.
And he does a great job of just kind of trumping that power.
Oh, it's replay.
Oh. And a missed avoidable call. Andre just needs to
0
swing at that. If he
73.
hits him, then he's going to get the avoidable. But if he holds up, there's always a chance for that replay call.
Side out.
Racquetball gods reward him with a side out.
3,
The ball
serving
knows,
0.
that's what they say. Now it's funny to note like the temperament here between these two players. Both of them pretty quiet, and they seem to be matched right now in terms of temperament, which is interesting.
Now,
Oh, big skip
point.
by Cardona. Yeah, you'll never really see Cardona outside
4,
of what he's doing
serving
right now.
0.
Real calm, cool, collected. And then Andre, you'll see him like this most of the time until he gets later in games, and he'll get screaming, he'll
yeah,
get pumped
pump
up,
himself
and he does it at the right time. He does it when he feels like he can bring a little more intensity to the match.
Ooh,
Side out.
nice side out from Cardona.
0,
Now,
serving
if you saw
4.
Cardona off the court, he's a complete goofball, and he's the first person to make you laugh, which I just think is hysterical because I imagine most people who only know Cardona on the court, he's pretty intimidated when you just see him out there playing racquetball.
No, side out.
Yeah, it's so funny. We went to dinner last night, and he doesn't ever stop joking around when we're off the court.
Yeah.
He's just,
4, serving
it's crazy.
0.
It's a personality that not a lot of people get to see just because that's not the player he is. So, but off the court, he's a nice guy, really fun guy to be around, and
Yeah.
always having fun.
If you guys watching at home make it out to an event, make sure you come up and introduce yourself to Cardona.
Point. Timeout.
And
1 minute.
Parrilla is very nice on and off the court. And with that, Cardona is going to go ahead and take a timeout, which means we're going to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Time is in. Score is 5, serving 0.
And what a start by Andre right now. He's playing very smooth, making Cardona miss shots that he normally doesn't miss. Then finds himself in a very comfortable lead in game 1.
No,
Ooh,
point.
just
And that's
short
just a low
there for
percentage
Cardona.
shot. Yeah. He shouldn't be shooting that ball from above his head.
What would you do? Wait
6.
for it
Hit
to
a ceiling
drop
ball
back
back.
down? Just, okay.
Yeah, just hit a ceiling ball back and make Andre shoot from the back of the court. He's not a pure shooter. He's a retriever and redirects and strategy player, so you want him to shoot from the back. So if you have that opportunity, put him back in the backcourt, make him make a good passing shot. And then you re-kill if he misses.
Wow, nice
Side out.
return from Cardona saying, where has that been? Now
0,
Cardona's
serving
opportunity to get some points here. He could go on a bit of a run.
Side out.
And hitting himself with the
Wow. That's unfortunate. He seems a little off his game right now. This is unprecedented. I haven't seen him
6,
Ever do
serving
that.
0.
serve. Yeah, not characteristic of Cardona at all to be off at all usually. I always tell people that he's a machine and that he doesn't do much of anything else besides what he does, and right now he doesn't look comfortable.
No, side out.
You know, I wonder too what it's like.
0,
Maybe you can comment
serving
on this
6.
given your experience, but you know, he won last weekend. And so then what is that like? What's your mentality going into the next match? Excuse me, the next
Point.
tournament.
You know, it's tough. I don't know. I've only won one, so.
We didn't have
And
a
the next
tournament after
and the
that,
next
right?
tournament I played after that was last weekend, and I felt like I played really well, and I wasn't thinking about that I won. So I guess you kind of want to just be in that moment, always winning that point that you're in at that moment, and that's the biggest thing when you're playing. Don't ever think about winning before you actually get done, before the game is got a W next to your name.
Side out. 6, serving 1.
I'll tell you what, though, we haven't had back-to-backs for a while.
Yeah, we haven't had back-to-backs. We had the San Luis Open.
And Cardona has played singles and doubles at both events this tournament, so that might play a factor in here. We've talked about it in the past. It's very tough to play 2 events, 2 back-to-back weekends.
Point.
Wow.
7, serving 1. No, second serve. Point.
Ooh,
Oh.
Parrilla just in a good, comfortable zone right now. Looking
Second timeout,
confident.
1
Alex
minute.
Cardona is going to go ahead and call a timeout. We'll be right back with more of this semifinal. And we're back live in our semifinal match this evening against number 4, Andre Parrilla, and number 1, Alex Cardona. Andre Parrilla leading right now 8-1.
8, serving 1.
Cardona calling that timeout. I'm sure he wants to throw Parrilla off his rhythm a little bit, see if he can gain back some control. Cardona not playing up to his game just yet here in game 1. We saw a service error and a couple of freebies that he seems to be not making the best choice on. So it'll be interesting to see how he can get his head back in the game right now.
Yeah, unforced errors a lot of the times will be a killer. Just giving your opponents free points, basically.
Point.
And Andre is so comfortable right now, shooting the ball freely, controlling rallies. For once in this matchup, Andre is the offensive player, which is very, very unusual. Cardona will flip it around sometime this match. I don't know for how long he can do it, but he will.
Side out.
Andre has a really nice serve, and it's funny, it gives a lot of players trouble, but Cardona seems to not be a problem. Now if Cardona can capitalize here and score when he's in the service box. Guess I lost my train of thought there. Ooh, nice get from Parrilla.
Nope, side out.
And another unforced error. And signs of frustration from Cardona.
Yeah, he's just a little short.
9, serving 1. Point.
And a nice shot from back in the court by Andre.
10, serving 1.
Point. Andre's got to be feeling pretty good right now, up by 9 over Alex Cardona.
Side out. 1, serving 10. Side out.
Now this is interesting. We're seeing Cardona kind
10,
of coaching
serving
himself
1.
a little bit out there and starting to get pretty frustrated. And Andre Parrilla keeping his cool out there as he continues serving in the service box.
Point.
Just
Great
solid.
backhand there from Parrilla.
11, serving 1.
It's about as solid I've seen Andre all weekend. I've watched actually a lot of his matches. I hung out at the club a little longer than I usually do, and he's been playing well, but he's getting better and better each match.
I agree.
No. Replay.
Ref's going to call a replay, which Parrilla is not too excited about.
11, serving 1.
Yeah, it's a replay. If he really wants that point, just don't hold up, don't put your hand up, get to the ball, put the ball down. It's an easy setup for him. You might as well just go make it.
Point.
Andre Parrilla
12,
up by
serving
11
1.
here in game 1.
Point. 13, serving 1. No, side out.
I don't know. I don't think that might be his first one of the whole match so far. I don't know if I've seen him skip a ball.
13.
I don't know if I might be wrong though. Oh, that's a bomb of the serve.
Nice serve
It's a
by
great serve.
Cardona. Parrilla not in agreement, but Oh, looks
Wet
like
ball called.
that's a wet ball.
Yeah, wet ball called. I don't know if it actually slid, but you know, we don't know. Cardona telling to check the ball. You know, a lot of players think to have the ref check the ball. If it's wet, it's automatic replay. But sometimes it slides anyways, and the ball's not wet after, so you can't really do that every time. Unless the ball's wet, don't check it.
Cardona definitely frustrated.
Second serve.
I think that point would have given him a little bit of hope, but having to consider that was a wet ball, maybe thrown him off a little bit, changing up his serve.
Side up. 13, serving 1. Point.
And this
14,
now
serving
puts
1.
Andre Parrilla in his first game point position here in game 1.
Side out.
Side out.
I believe that was a warning for Cardona.
1, serving 14.
Should be a screen serve, not called. Cardona thought so too. And
That'll
point.
keep playing and get a point.
point.
2, serving 14. Point.
Oh, and another point for Cardona.
3, serving 14.
Great get by Andre to give him a chance to win that point. Missing an easy setup for another side out. All right.
Second serve. Good shot. 4, serving 14.
4 serving 14 as Cardona gets a little bit of his groove back here, holding Parrilla off at game point.
What a get.
Yeah, nice rally here in game 1.
Side out.
It's amazing. Just good racquetball. Lots of good plays by both players. Andre hitting a couple of great shots. Cardona laying out for 2 balls. And an amazing reverse pinch to win the rally.
Second game point here for Andre Parrilla.
You said second game point?
Mm-hmm.
Just curious, do we know how many match points I had?
Like 8.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, it was really tough because there were so many
Second
replays
serve.
there in the one that I didn't know whether or not that counted as a separate opportunity.
First game.
And with that, Andre Parrilla takes game 1 15-4 over Alex Cardona. We'll be back with more of this semifinal to find out who's going to face David Bobby Horn in the finals tomorrow at 12 p.m. And we're back live here at our semifinal match between Alex Cardona and Andre Parrilla. Parrilla taking game one, 15-4. Cardona looking a little bit off his game. It'll be interesting to see how he refocuses and see if he can pull it together for game two. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and joining me today on the broadcast is the very near birthday boy, as I just found out, and would like to put him on blast for that since he doesn't like it, David Bobby Horn.
Yeah,
for those of you that follow Bobby on Facebook, go ahead and give him some love on his Facebook page.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a little old, so I don't like my birthday tonight. Definitely one of the older guys out here now, so I like to try to stay young though. I'm 19 going on 18, so for the rest of my life, yeah. Exactly. So
there you go. Well,
anyways, back to the match.
Back to what we're doing here. Bobby and Alex Cardona and Andre Parrilla are all sponsored by Gearbox. If you guys go to gearboxrb.com and place an order today, we will give you a free hat with your purchase when you enter the promo code WRTFL in all caps. So go ahead and check out the gear that these guys are using on the WRT in this semifinal match. Enter that promo code WRTFL all caps and get your free hat from gearboxrb.com. Here we go as Alex Cardona starts off serving in game two.
Second serve.
Ooh, he got that ball and hit him in the face.
Wow.
He got that ball though.
That's frustrating.
One, serving 0.
Well, and that means Cardona opens up game two with the first point.
Point.
So far, Cardona starting out strong. Looks
2,
like he
serving
did do
0.
something there in between games to kind of change his mental focus.
Second serve. No, point.
And it looked like we have a complete reverse roll start from the first game to this game.
Yeah,
3-0.
we've seen a total change in body language. Cardona looking in control, Parrilla looking not so in control.
Side out. 0, serving 3.
All right, and here's Parrilla's opportunity in the service box. See if he can take some momentum back like he did in game one.
Point.
That's tough. If you guys are watching at home, he hit that shot
1,
facing
serving 3.
maybe almost to the left side of the court, and he hit that ball into the right corner. That's amazing hands. He was definitely open stance there, putting that ball perfect in the corner.
Side out.
And a nice confident side out there from Cardona.
3, serving 1.
Nice skip by Cardona.
Wow.
And
Skip ball.
Parrilla.
Oh, and a skip ball called.
Ref's calling a skip. Looks like they're just checking the court for some wet spots. As we've mentioned here, it is hot and humid in Sarasota, Florida. But after coming out from the Grace Warrior Atlanta Open, I think you guys have adjusted a little bit here to the humidity.
Yeah, it's even more humid here than Atlanta. But you know, it's just something you have to deal with.
4, serving 1.
Every player at the tournament's dealing with those conditions, and there's no really excuses at all. I mean, it's tough, but get through it.
Ooh, big swing from Cardona.
No, point.
It's interesting because you noted earlier, Bobby, that in game 1,
5, serving
Parrilla
1.
really
Time
kept
out.
his errors low, and we've seen that change here in game 2, and that's a big factor. Looks like Parrilla is going to go ahead and take a timeout, see if he can change this back. We'll be right back after this. And we're back live here at the WRT 2015 Suncoast Open semifinal between Alex Cardona and Andre Parrilla. Parrilla making quite an impression in game 1, winning game 1 15-4, but Alex Cardona coming back with a clear head in game 2 and now leading 5-1. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and joining me is WRT Pro and a finalist here. He will be appearing tomorrow at 12 noon in the Suncoast Open Finals is David Bobby Horn.
Side out.
Error there from Cardona as he punches the ball back across the wall.
Yeah, and Cardona's not moving that
5.
well to the right. Not saying he's not moving well, but he's moving a little slower than normal. I don't know why he's moving slower that way, but he's got passed to the right side a few times now.
Point.
Wow, that was a nice shot from Parrilla, making it look pretty natural and super low to the front wall.
Yeah, and he turns defense and offense
2,
really well.
serving 5.
Diving twice on the second dive, hitting a good wide angle, getting himself a setup, and then just re-killing. It's textbook defensive racquetball.
Although he's a younger player here on the WRT at 19 years old, he has a lot of experience.
Point.
Look at that dive. Pumps himself up too. That's the kind of motivation we expect to see from
3,
Parrilla.
serving 5.
Yeah, and again, turning defense dive into an offensive shot. Amazing pinch. Winner.
And now he's putting some more pressure on Alex Cardona.
Point.
And Parrilla finding his groove again here in game 2.
4, serving
Looks like
5.
that timeout did him some good, and we're seeing the Parrilla that we saw in game 1.
No, point.
That's no good, and that means it's another point for
5,
Parrilla, who
serving
ties
5.
it up now 5-5 in game 2. Now, Bobby, you have an opportunity to play the winner of this match. Do you have a preference, or do you have a prediction, or let's put some pressure on you?
Never played Andre, so I'm gonna go ahead and say I
Second
would
serve.
like to play him. I mean, I really want to play. I really want to play him in general. So yeah, I'll go for Parrilla this match, and he's up 1-0. So
Point.
And with that, Parrilla takes the lead here in game 2.
6, serving 5.
kind of a lame answer, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh.
I'll play either or. I'm just happy I'm in the finals. Got that ball.
Ref's gonna call that. Parrilla not in agreement, but there's nothing you can do.
5, serving
There's
6.
a side out then for Cardona.
Yeah, it was a tough call. You know, when Andre makes gets, he kind of slices the ball real hard. So it's a weird looking shot, but I thought he got it. I thought he just got really slicey with it, and it looked like it might have hit the ground first.
Nice get. Ooh.
Point.
Cardona now ties it up, 6-6.
6, serving 6. Side out.
Side out there for Parrilla.
6, serving 6. Side out.
I'm telling you, it's crazy that return on serves
6,
from
serving
Cardona.
6.
Normally that serve has been jamming players up, but not Cardona.
Yeah, Cardona just hits that ball real hard inside wall, creates so much spin when it hits that front wall. It splats. It's something that not a lot of players can do.
Nice anticipation from Parrilla.
Point.
That was kind of a crazy point. Parrilla ducking out of the way.
7,
And
serving
hitting
6.
3 walls.
Yeah, some really fast-paced racquetball. Andre trying to pull some trickery out of his hat. Do a little over-under, or, yep, over-under. Over-under on the ball. And Cardona not phased at all by it.
No, side out.
Just short there for Cardona.
6, serving 7.
Our referee here today is Jaime Martel, who is playing in the semifinals of doubles. He was a quarterfinalist here for the WRT Pro Singles.
Side out.
There's really nothing you can do with that. Nice shot from Cardona.
7, serving 6.
Oh, and a big, huge, nasty skip. Uncharacteristic
6,
miss.
serving 7.
Yeah, very tight game 2 here, just like we like to see for our semifinals.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was expecting in game 1. Cardona playing well now, and we have a battle in game 2 on our hands.
Side out.
Yeah,
Back-to-back skips.
I think that's something to note about Cardona
7,
is
serving 6.
you can't underestimate him. He's not going to have an entirely poor match. He might have a poor game, but it's not going to be the whole match. He can mentally come back
Exactly.
and dominate again. I mean, he's Andre though is very, very evenly matched with him right now. He's our number 4 and number 1 compete here.
Great shot.
Side out.
Off-speed pinch. And
Looks
a timeout
like,
by
yeah.
Andre Parrilla.
Parrilla making that run here to the back where he's going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be right back with more of game 2. And we're back live here with game 2 of our semifinal match between Alex Cardona and Andre Parrilla. Both these players are receiving the benefits of the Reaching Your Dream Foundation, helping promote the long-term viability of the sport and helping these players get out to events like this. I know they've also been helping David Bobby Horn, who's sitting with me on the mic here. If you guys want to find out more and make a donation today, go to give2rydf.org. Find out more about the organization and how they help support the players. Andre Parrilla is out on the court after calling that timeout.
Time is in.
Eyeing up Alex Cardona.
6, serving 7.
And down by 1 point.
Side out.
And a quick side out and answer back for Cardona.
7, serving 6. Point.
And a point for Cardona.
8, serving 6. Point.
And 2 in a row there for Alex Cardona. Giving him
9,
a 3-point
serving
lead,
6.
easily the biggest he's had so far all match.
And looking real solid, looking like the player we know. There's a reason he's number 1 right now. He's been very consistent. Even when he has bad games, he comes back and he plays well the next game. Very solid, almost every single match.
Point.
And he has to either hold up or take that shot. I mean, if he makes that, he's going to take it, so he can't ask for a hinder. The right call. Very good call by Jaime Martel.
Yeah, it's something you've been pretty much consistently saying all match about
10,
Andre.
serving
So
6.
that's really tough, though. Nice get from Andre.
And a no call. I believe that was another point.
10, serving 6. Point.
An error again here from Parrilla, who maybe is beating himself a little bit, and I think taking a very smart timeout. We'll be right back in just a few minutes with more of game 2, and let's see if Parrilla can switch it around. We're trying to deal with some internet issues. I'm trying to call over to the guys in the box and tell them that I have internet, but we hope those of you at home are still enjoying the live streaming as we continue game 2 of our semifinal here today between Alex Cardona, who's out there in the service box, and Andre Parrilla, who called the timeout and is hoping to turn things around after winning game 1, 15-4.
11, serving 6. Punto. 12, serving 6.
And Cardona now with a 6-point lead in game 2, looking very comfortable and looking like the Cardona we expect to see.
Punto. 13, serving 6.
Now, Bobby, I feel like we're seeing a little bit of frustration or some kind of body language here from Parrilla. I'm sure it's frustrating, but what do you think he needs to do in order to keep his head in this game and potentially come back and win the match?
You know, he just needs to stay with his game plan. And
Point.
that was a great serve. Yeah, great jam serve by Cardona.
14,
Keeping
serving
Andre
6.
Off balance. He should just stay with it. And, you know, his game plan was working. He just needs to go back to doing what was working. And don't try to do too much out of the ordinary. Cardona's playing great right now. He kind of try to have to weather the storm and get back in there and battle.
Nice get by Parrilla.
And that's the kind of point he wants right there, you know. Long rallies, making Cardona try to kill the ball, and then redirecting into the back corners. He's been successful doing that. He wants to frustrate Cardona and make him try to kill every single ball.
6,
A lot of pressure for a player.
serving 14. Side out.
And the second game point
14,
opportunity
serving 6.
for Alex Cardona. If he can close this out here, then that would be our second semifinal to go to breaker today at the 2015 Suncoast Open.
Side out.
Nice side out there for Parrilla, holding on in game 2.
6, serving 14. Side out.
Great shot. Couple exchanges side out.
14, serving 6.
14-6.
Yep, Cardona's third game point here.
Point.
And with that, Cardona is going to go ahead and close out game 2, 15-6. Quite an opposite from what we saw here in game 1. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break as these guys regroup and get ready for game 3. So don't go anywhere. There's more Cardona versus Parrilla to come. All right, here we go. Andre Parrilla and Alex Cardona stepping out on the court. Now remember, this tiebreaker is first to 11, win by 1. We play by the IRF rules here at the WRT. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and joining me here is finalist David Bobby Horn. He will be playing the winner of this semifinal tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys tune back in tomorrow and let everyone know there's lots more free racquetball streaming live here this weekend. Here we go. It's 0-0 in game 3.
Race to 11.
No.
Great start. Good serve. Going with that drive Z. He knows Cardona's not going to cut it off.
Serving 0.
And that's what he wants. He wants to shoot from the back court, and he can redirect that shot into the front court while Cardona's still in the back.
Nice chase down by Parrilla.
Side out.
And Cardona moving Parrilla there from corner to corner, and it's going to earn him a side out.
0, serving 1. Point.
What a serve there by Cardona. An ace.
A lot of action on that ball, tailing into the sidewall.
1.
Very difficult to ball to cut off if it's hitting the sidewall real deep. Wow.
Side out.
Great shot.
Yeah,
I don't even know how he found that
return
angle.
from Parrilla.
1, serving 1.
Wow, great rally here between Cardona and Parrilla, picking up balls and diving all over the floor, but that's going to be an advantage now for Cardona as he steps back into the service box.
Replay.
1 serving 1.
Yep, the ref, Jaime Martel, calling the replay. Cardona Not expecting that.
Yeah, I don't think Cardona knows how close Parrilla was to getting to that ball, and he was right there, just hindered by Cardona. So we're going to replay it 1-1.
Set up.
Beautiful pass.
Well, we've seen
serving one.
Super competitive game 1 and game 2 here, and I wouldn't expect any less here in game 3. Anything can happen. Of course, we'd love to hear from our fans at home. If you hit us up on Facebook and Twitter at World R-Ball Tour and let us know who you want to see battle against David Bobby Horn tomorrow in the finals. There's a point for Parrilla as he takes the lead.
Two, serving one. Second serve.
Nice return by Cardona.
One serving two. Point.
And the ball went right past Cardona, and Jaime thought it cracked out and he couldn't get it. Tough call.
Two, serving two.
I always say as a referee, if they have any chance at it, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're going to work to get to it. Unless it's completely obvious that's past them. It's kind of high play racquetball too, so.
Good shot.
It's just really good.
And another point for Cardona.
Three, serving two.
Screenshot in the middle of the rally. Cardona not happy with it.
And
very tough call.
Unprecedented Cardona coming over and asking why.
Three, serving two. Point.
Looks like Parrilla looking for a screen there.
Four, serving two.
Cardona looking to gain some control here in game 3.
What a get.
Defense from Cardona.
Point.
A skip ball.
Fortunate error for Parrilla. Definitely looking frustrated. He's
Time
going to
out,
take
1 minute.
advantage of his timeout here and go recollect himself. We'll be right back after this. And we're back live in game 3, our tiebreaker between Alex Cardona and Andre Parrilla. Both of these players are recipients of the benefits of the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. You guys go to Give to RYDF. You can get more information about the Reaching Your Dream Foundation and how they help young players get to pro events like this while also promoting the longevity of the sport. Here we go, 5 serving 2 in game 3. Cardona now in the service box. The winner of tonight's match will continue on tomorrow to the finals to play against David Bobby Horn, who happens to be right next to me commentating the rest of this match. I think he's ready for some food and some rest here.
Yeah, definitely. Enjoying this match right now. These guys are playing their butts off, and
Second serve.
we're in a battle right now. 5 serves 2, second serve. and a broken ball.
Oh.
Fortunate for Cardona. Andre had him on the run the entire time there. And we are going to replay 5 serving 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Cardona's going to break that ball in just a little bit. And the ball they're playing with is the official ball of the WRT. That's the Gearbox black ball. If you want to check out more from Gearbox, like what the players are wearing and using, as both of them are Gearbox sponsored players, go to gearboxrb.com.
Side out.
What an angle. That's a perfect angle right into the left corner.
2, serving 5. Point.
Interesting. A rare ace from Andre on a drive serve. Might be
3,
one of the first aces I've seen him hit all tournament.
Off the drive serve, I would say for sure.
Yeah, exactly. He's not really known for his power.
Hey, it's not all about power, Bobby. Ooh, unfortunate skip there. Says looks like he's trying to say he was jammed up by Cardona, but the ref's not going to fall for it.
Yeah, Andre saying he got hit while he's swinging.
5, serving 3.
He's got to be a little stronger in that moment. Keep his balance and just make the shot. Doesn't even have to roll that ball. Just hit it to the front wall, and Cardona's sealed off. A little more physical.
Ooh, nice get by Parrilla.
And a big power skip from Alex Cardona.
Side out.
Power skip. New term.
3, serving 5.
Wow.
5, serving 3.
Gotta hand it to our ref, Jaime Martel. He's very clear when he's calling that score. The crowd seems to agree with me. Ooh.
And that's a perfect pass again.
Get that court wiped down here as we see Cardona sprawling into the corner. Of course, for those of you watching, don't forget you can go subscribe to the WRT YouTube channel.
3, serving 5.
YouTube.com/World Racquetball and check out all the past WRT events so you don't have to miss a thing. That's YouTube.com/World Racquetball. Ooh, nice get. Incredible effort from Parrilla. Wow, what a rally in game 3. Outstanding. The crowd loving it.
Yeah, those gets are just
5,
ridiculous.
Crazy.
It's kind of amazing how he gets to some of the balls that he does. His anticipation, first of all, is probably one of the best on tour. And then obviously he has speed to get to that ball, too, at the same time. So it's pretty fun to watch. And at the same time, Cardona is pounding the ball as hard as he can to Parrilla. Skip ball.
Point.
Oh, good shot. Excuse me. I thought the ball skipped, and obviously I'm blind, so that will be a point for Cardona.
3.
Excuse my
You're allowed to be a little
misjudgment.
tired. You had quite the breaker against Jake Bredenbeck in the match before this, so we'll let it slide for now.
Side out.
There's a side out. I haven't seen Alex Cardona try to sell many things before, but I think he was selling that one.
Yeah, that ball was past him. Good effort, though. Both players are extremely competitive right now. Don't want to lose even 1 point. And we're at 3 serving 6? We'll get this.
That's what I have.
That's what we have. We'll double check that score right now. I think that is right. See if Cardona can keep that call off the court and get back into it.
3 serving
Extremely tough to keep within yourself when you feel like something's going against you. It's one of the most difficult things in racquetball, at least for myself it is. Very difficult to tune that stuff out. That's a smart
replay.
Turnaround off the back wall replay for Cardona. He was out of position. Gets himself an easy replay, a chance at an easier side out than what he's going to have to do if he hit that shot.
And that ball's down, and there's a side out for Alex Cardona.
Missed serve by Andre. I would like to see him come in and change up a serve a little bit. He's been kind of one-dimensional as far as serving-wise. Maybe even hit that Z a little softer, a little higher, so that Cardona has to try to cut it off or something. I don't know. It's just a suggestion to maybe get a free point here and there and then go back to what's working. Don't ever let your opponent, especially a professional racquetball player, get comfortable with your serve. You won't be successful, no matter who it is.
Nice effort there from Parrilla. He is just so close.
7 serving 3. Point.
Wow, great rally again here in game 3, but then a skip from Parrilla. That's going to go ahead and mean he's going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more of game 3. And we're back live in game 3 of our semifinal match between Alex Cardona and Andre Parrilla. So far, Cardona in the lead, 8 serving 3. A great effort so far by Andre Parrilla, who just seems to be just out of reach of Cardona's ball.
Time is in.
Here we go. These guys are ready to keep moving here. Now the winner will continue on to the finals, which will be happening live tomorrow on the WRT free live streaming, which you can access at worldracketballtour.com or gearboxrb.com. Just go to the websites and click on the live tab. And the winner will be playing David Bobby Orn at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Side out.
And a side out.
3 serving 8.
Oh, we're awake. Oh, little mic feedback there here. Keep the crowd going at the Sarasota YMCA.
Great serve.
Yeah, jamming Cardona up there against the back glass.
Side out.
Ooh, and that's 2 bounces. So a side out for Cardona.
Andre hitting that cross court. Cardona's kind of waiting for that cross court now. Andre really needs to use those lines and make Cardona make gets over and over and over again, and that's gonna give him more setups than not, because Cardona's reshooting all the cross courts that he hits.
Second serve.
There's a reason why when you warm up and everybody warms up and when they train, you work on your down the lines just to hit them in matches. And so right now, Cardona's doing that better in this tiebreaker and is up 8-3.
Side out. 3, serving 8.
There it is, down the line, winner. Tough. Brings him within 4 here, 4 serving 8.
There's a point for Parrilla.
Everybody here in the crowd hoping that's a start to a little bit of a run. They want to see another very, very tough finish here. 11-10 would be awesome.
It's been a long match here so far for our semi-final, at least an hour and 18 minutes into our semi-final here as it goes to breaker. And of course, previous to this, our semi-final between number 2 Jake Brennebeck and number 3 David Bobbyhorn also went to breaker. So super competitive, super long matches here so far this evening. Let's see what Parrilla can do to keep extending this game. See if he can come back.
What a serve.
Tight serve.
Hits across court and loses the rally. You got to hit that line right there. Make Cardona step over. It's very successful when he does that.
8, serving 4.
8 forward. See if Cardona can close out here and get a point, at least going towards closing, I should say.
Second serve. Side out.
Hits it down the line, wins the rally. Interesting.
Yeah.
I wish I was charting this right now to see what the percentage of points that Parrilla is winning with those down the lines. Wasn't even that great of a down the line, just made him move laterally to hit the ball.
Ooh.
I'll see good.
Call on that. Ref sees it good. Parrilla looking for 2. Oh, that's a tough one.
And referee Jaime Martel sees it as a good shot.
Sticks by his call.
And a lot of people outside the court are saying skip. I didn't see it. Jaime was in the way. It looked like it. It sounded like a skip, but you know, I couldn't see it. So I'll let everybody at home decide.
Side out.
Tough. And, you know, this is another just a perfect example of how mentally tough this young kid is. He's just unbelievable and he's super smart. It's impressive.
Absolutely. We have been talking all weekend about how mentally tough you have to be able to play at this level, and it's such a big part of the game. You know, most people think it's about power, but it's not. There's so much more, especially at this level.
Point.
Yeah, this is definitely a game like chess. You have to work points
serving
and
8.
be smart and hit the right shots at the right time and be deceptive. And it's tough at this level. All the players are so good, you can't have a weakness in one spot. You have to be very, very smart. And just like I said earlier, a little change of serve, change up the rhythm of the game, and Andres made a little run here and timeout Cardona.
Yeah, putting the pressure on Cardona enough for him to take a timeout. We'll be right back after this. We're back live in Game 3, where Andre Parrilla has racked up 2 points and put some pressure on Alex Cardona here in our tiebreaker game, which, if you remember, is first to 11. Wow. Some crazy hits there. Those both looked really tight.
Yeah, Cardona pounded that ball overhead. It hit the front wall, jumped about a little above Andre's shoulder, and he hit a pretty good cross court, but Cardona was just too solid. Again, the cross court leading to a loss of a rally. I think he's about he's 3 for 4 on those down the line. It's tough. Great hands.
Soft hands there by Cardona. I feel like we've seen that a lot here this weekend. Those soft shots there up at the front. It's tricky. There's a lot of pressure on you when you're up there.
Yeah, and everybody praises his power, but you know, he has very deceptive hands, very good hands for such a powerful player. Wow, an amazing pass. I don't know how he found that angle. Kind of whip of the racket, puts that ball, clips the sidewall about 7/8 away back on the sidewall.
He's got some surprises up his sleeve. He might not be the most powerful, but he is strategic. Side out.
On the floor, automatic side out. Andre kind of accepting the fact that he was laying on the floor. 9-6.
Well, I guess at least it was a side out. Didn't cost him a point. Could have been worse. Poor Andre. Probably pretty good for Cardona.
Short serve.
Second serve.
Ref's going to call a replay as the two of them kind of got in each other's way there.
Yeah, a little tight play right now, right on top of each other. A couple replays, side out. Still stuck at 9-6.
Second serve. Point.
Oh, an unforced error.
10, serving
Cardona
6.
in a match point position.
Again, going for that pinch rather than that line. Just hit that line, you win the rally right there. You don't need to do anything special. Pinch is the hardest shot to hit in racquetball, for most.
Second serve.
Second serve.
Juego.
Match,
And
Alex
with
Cardona.
Alex Cardona wins the match. We're going to go ahead and take it down to the court and hear from the players themselves. So we'll be right back.
Pues es claro que me siento muy feliz y pues el primer set jugué muy mal, no me salieron nada de tiros. En el segundo me controlé un poquito más y jugué un poquito mejor y pues gracias a Dios gané y pues gracias a toda la gente por venir a apoyarme y a mi novia, a mi familia, a todos por estarme apoyando. Es una gran motivación que me digan que tengo una muy buena actitud y todo, entonces muchas gracias a toda la gente que me apoya.
¿Qué piensas de tu próximo oponente, Bobby Horn?
Va a ser un partido muy duro, ya que pues Bobby es jugador muy rápido, igual que André, y pues ojalá y juegue mejor que ahora y pues gane la final.
Okay, well, thank you, Alex, and we'll see Alex tomorrow in the final match at 12 p.m. against David Bobby Horn. Give it up one more time for Alex Cardona. Of course, we'd like to thank you all for coming out and supporting the WRT at the 2015 Suncoast Open. open. And for those of you watching at home, thank you. Don't forget to come back tomorrow where we will have Alex Cardona against David Bobby Horn starting at 12 p.m. Thank you and have a great night.